She's got a pretty significant heart murmur. I don't know if you've considered maybe having this removed. If Chloe's tumors continue to grow, the one on the chest can start to put pressure on her trachea. She's also got another tumor behind her arm. Because it's getting bigger, can interfere with her ability to walk well. I would love to, get this taken care of for her so it doesn't cause her problems in the near future. But she's an older dog. She's got a heart murmur. So she's definitely a higher anesthetic risk. What I would definitely suggest is run some blood work on her, check her liver and her kidneys, and make sure that she looks like she can go under anesthesia. You think you want to do something like that?
Yeah, I understand it's high risk. I want to get it taken off because she's just my baby.
Okay, so I'll take her back. Hopefully she checks out good and there's no problems there. I think we can remove these tumors and we can get her taken care of.
Okay.
You ready, Chloe? It's okay. All right, Chloe, let's go get some pictures. Good girl. I mean, our heart is huge. So there's her heart right here, and you can see here's her trachea coming down. Yeah. It's pushing up on her trachea. So just the sheer size of her heart, she's got a grade 5 heart murmur. She's a high risk for surgery, going under anesthesia. Good thing is her lungs look clear. So we'll check and see what the blood work looks like and make sure that there's no problems there. If that looks good to go, we should be able to get this tumor taken off, and it's growing rapidly, and the owner's concerned about it, and it's going to end up causing her problems in the long run. There's a lot of vital structures right under here, lots of vessels and nerves. I don't want to keep the patient under anesthesia longer than they need to be. So when it comes to surgery, it's definitely important to be fast, but I'm kind of considered, I guess, more of a perfectionist because I like to take my time and do it right. All right, we got the first tumor out. It's actually bigger than I thought it would be. Chloe also has another tumor that we're gonna go ahead and address now before it becomes a problem as well. All right, there goes the second tumor. About half the size of the other one. I can't wait to see her walk up out of here. Probably have a little better quality of life now. So.
Absolutely.
I'll go call the owner, let her know everything went well.
I'm here to pick up Chloe.
Here she is.
Hi, Chloe.
She did really good. Probably the greatest part of the job is that moment when I was able to give Chloe back to her mom, and I could just see how grateful she was. I could see that Chloe felt better. So just kind of watch the area for any swelling or discharge. If you notice anything, I want you to bring her right back. Otherwise, we'll recheck her in about 10 days and see about getting those sutures out.
Okay.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right, big guy. So what's bothering Charlie today?
I noticed that he's been using the bathroom frequently.
Okay.
But he's not actually going to the bathroom. At first he does, but then once he's done, he just kind of sits in that same position and almost like he's pushing.
Have you ever seen blood or any type of discharge?
I haven't, no.
Okay. I would like to do a rectal on him to see about his prostate, because that could be something related to why he cannot urinate or been having what we call strange urea.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like to run some tests on Charlie to see what's going on with him. I'm probably gonna recommend some x-rays.
My previous experience with vets it's kind of shaky because you don't really know what you're dealing with, and I haven't really always been satisfied.
I think that'll be a good place for us to start. I understand how an owner could not really trust a veterinarian. This is their baby. This is the thing they love, this thing that they're cherishing. My job is to make sure that I earn that trust. It motivates me. All right, so give me a couple of minutes. We're gonna run them back. We'll get that going and we'll go from there. It's a big detective game that you're playing. It's kind of like Clue. All right, big guy. I need to do some tests. In this case, the x-ray is great to really figure out what's going on. Wow. Damn. You got 1, 2, 3 large bladder stones.
That's insane.
Golly. Really?
Yeah, I can see why he's having trouble peeing.
You think? The issue with bladder stones is the small ones can actually be more problematic. When they get trapped in the urethra, they like bag up the pipeline. So it's like putting a clamp on a water hose. It's like a Merry Melody cartoon. They just continue to swell and poof, they can blow up.
So what'd you find?
So what I found is bladder stones. But right here is our issue. One large stone right here.
Okay.
Second large stone. Third large stone. A ton of stones. It's because he has that irritation in his bladder. You feel like you have to urinate because it's distended. So he's like, oh, I gotta go. Oh, I gotta go. And that's what you're seeing.
Okay.
I'm really concerned with Charlie's bladder condition. It only takes a simple bladder contraction and one of those small stones gets lodged somewhere in his urethra. If that happens, we're dealing with a dog that not only cannot urinate, but he could rupture his bladder, he could have necrosis, he can actually lose the function of his penis, and that's not a good thing.
So what are my options on this?
Well, honestly, the options are surgery. It's important that we, address this as soon as possible.
Is this something that's going to be an ongoing thing with him?
Yay and nay. The idea is once we get him removed, him healed, we want to make sure we're following him every 3 months, making sure that he does not continuously develop stones.
What is this going to cost me?
I'm gonna tell you between 15 and $2 grand.
Right now, I got to sit back and think. I mean, I have to weigh all options and whether, it can be done or not.
Okay. I understand that you haven't had the best experience with veterinarians.
My experience with them, is on and off, and that's the problem. So, you don't know what's going to happen once you get there.
Well, let's see what we got going, and we'll get rolling from here.
That works for me.
All right?
Yep.
It could be very challenging. Something where you have all these stones, you don't really know how many they are, necessarily where they are in the bladder. Always worried about some complications, but I'm sure that we should do fine. All right, y'all ready to rock and roll?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do this. Charlie, we're gonna get you all squared away, man. Gonna get those stones out your bladder, and you're gonna feel a lot better, I promise you that. I'm gonna go right through the skin to the bladder. All right, big boy, what you got here? Trying to avoid some of these bigger vessels here. That damn thing's still bleeding. Try to just get this bladder to come out just like a sandbag. Come here.
Wow.
Wow. That sucker didn't want to come out. Ooh.
Oh.
Jeez. All right, we got the bladder out here. Here comes some magic. All right, let's see what we got here, y'all.
Oh, man.
He's got several of these puppies just sitting here waiting on him. And they just keep coming. All right, we're just gonna keep the party going.
Wow.
Man, no wonder he was mad.
Jeez.
Wow.
All these stones that are in the bladder, you can imagine these. And he's got 3 of these bad boys. They're huge. And then the rest of these guys,
Wow, man.
it's like diamonds falling out, man. We in the bladder, I just see how many there are. I'm like, now I know why Charlie was doing what he's doing. I mean, it's something where he's dripping urine. His bladder couldn't even fill with urine because it was so space occupied by the stones. You can only imagine, he had to feel like he had to pee all day long. Looks like we got everything clear here. I know this dog's gonna feel a whole lot better. As soon as this irritation, this swelling goes down, he's happy as a lark. There he is.
Hey, what's going on, Doc?
Dave, how's it going?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good.
Hey, bud.
Got a bag full of stones for you. This is the real deal Holyfield.
Really?
Check these out, man.
Look at that.
That's like a,
Holy smoke, it's a pebble.
yeah, it's like a bag of diamonds.
Yeah.
You walk up to a girl and got some ice.
Holy man.
There was so many stones. It was like playing marbles. You could take those stones and skip them on the lake. We took the post x-rays. There's no stones available.
Unturned.
All right, no stone unturned. I like that one.
Right.
I like that one.